Kanye came out and he was in at the game in
Yeah.
where was it? Belgium. Showed up at the game in Belgium, right? So I'll tell this story, right?
Okay.
So this was dope. And then at the time I had to keep it secret, you feel me?
Okay.
But so we are in Belgium. We are in Belgium for maybe like I feel like a week almost or something. It was a long time. It was a bunch of crazy stuff happened while we were there, but that's besides the point. So one morning, and like I said, when we were there, Lavar Lavar was out there with us. Alan Foster was moving back and forth between like United States and meeting up with us at the JBA tour. So Alan shows up one day and is like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, whatever. The next morning, I'm at breakfast and I'm sitting down with LeVar. We talking, and he's like, "Yo, she's getting crazy." You know, he probably didn't say that. That's me talking. He's like, "Yo, she's getting crazy." Two things. He's like, "Yo, we just had the conversation last night, and like Melo is probably going to lead the team." So we knew that he was going to be gone, maybe like I'll say maybe like a week and a half. I say a week and a half, but it felt like everything felt so long there, right? So I say we was in Belgium for a week. It might have been like 4 days, but it felt like forever. So he says, "Yo, Melo is going back to United States to play basketball." You know what I'm saying? We looking at teams. You know what I mean? Go down the list of all of the schools that they trying to see, and then it was like we're leaning towards Aspire school, whatever, right? So that's dope. So that's kind of like sad. Then they kind of are still toiling with the decision of like, all right, so after Melo's gone, like, what do we do? JBA USA, all of that stuff. And then he's like, and we're going to meet Kanye West today. So Kanye West was in somewhere else in Europe and then hopped on a private plane and flew to Belgium to meet with them, right? So we had breakfast and he telling me this, and I'm a Kanye fan. You feel me? I'm a fan. So I'm like, yo, what do I need to do to be able to go meet him with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be security. I'll ride in the back. I won't speak. I won't make eye contact. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all won't even know. And he's like, ah. So it's just him and Alan at that point. And so I'm hype as hell about it. I'm like, yo, this is super dope. And then so like I said, damn, I remember because I can't remember where it was, but I remember like looking at Ye's like, or it was Ye, and then he had his homeboy, and he traveled with a few folks, like, you know what I'm saying, and this dude named Jaleel or whatnot, and then so I could see where they were at before they flew into Belgium based off their like Instagram movements or whatnot. So it was dope. Then he went down there, and then that's when they like ended up taking the pictures and shit that hit the internet or whatnot. And then it was Ye times BBB, you know what I mean? All of that conversation. So with that, from what I was heard is like a lot of that conversation at the time was Ye, and these people don't realize how dope and how successful the Big Baller brand was. The reason why they was linking up is because Ye was like, how did y'all do what y'all just did? You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that for years we had seen Ye, damn, like, how do I manufacture and I need this, I need the brand, I need the cosign. He's trying to get the Nike deal, royalties, all of this stuff. And he like, yo, y'all international brand, and it also what? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do it? So he was so a lot of people thinking like he's trying to like support or do some shit. He's like, yo, give me the advice. Like, show me the way, you know what I'm saying? And that was the part of the conversation. So that shit was cool because then they came back, and it's so funny because they had this video where they like kind of shot a little bit of like behind the scenes of they had the some video. I'm trying to see what's my ABU fool, but Kenya looked lost at the game like he doesn't watch basketball. Oh, haha. So they had this video that was so funny because it was like LeVar and Kanye talking, and it was funny because it's like if you were going to parody what a Kanye West LeVar conversation would be like, like legitimately, like that was it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, like I'm Walt Disney. You know what I'm saying? I'm Warhol. You know what I mean? And then LeVar's like I could beat Jordan. You know what I'm saying? We could $1 billion, greatest brand in the world. You feel me? And it's just like those two minds, the two dudes who just hella confident, just feeding off each other. And I'm like, yo, this shit is big, 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 big. And this also is part of the thing that was crazy is like, I guess like they Kanye like brought the paperwork of like, yo, I'm trying to get these deals, Adidas, whoop, whoop, all of this stuff. And they like, yo, bro, your deals. And then so he was trying to get Alan Foster to come help him with his business shit. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
As far as like, no, that's my guy. Like you can't get out here with that bullshit. You know what I mean? Which is crazy to think about. So which also then speaks to why like somebody like Foster would be hella mad once all of this stuff hit the fan and it make it look like he not a credible guy business when he damn near got folks coming to him like, yo, bro, teach us what you know that you've been moving. And then now y'all so that's part of what I believe is like what frustrates him the most, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point you would be till whatever come out or whatever, however that play out, like vindicate his name or whatever, like folks is like, I don't know, you know what I mean? So to me that shit was crazy. And then like him showing up at that that game was even more crazy because nobody even knew that. So I knew that he was coming the first trip when they took the picture or whatever, and I felt like I had missed that shit. And then we at the game, and I think that somebody mentioned like, bro, somebody gonna be crazy in the building tonight. It's gonna be wild. And I was like, who? Like, what you talking about? Like, who was? We in the middle of nowhere, Belgium. Like, what's the biggest? The capital of Belgium is Brussels. And we were like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I believe, away from there. You know what I mean? So we were like middle of nowhere. And so they drove to Brussels to meet Kanye when he flew in. So I'm thinking like, I don't know who could be at this game.
Yeah.
So we sitting there, we commentating or whatever, we just talking. And all of a sudden, like, I just hear the crowd rumbling like, oh. And so for me, you know how it is when they do the memes where like black folks see somebody running and they start
running.
I'm thinking, oh shit, it's a fight, like it's going down. And so I keep coming in my head like we are in the middle of nowhere, like at any moment the shit could go left, and what are we going to do? So I'm hearing this, so I'm like, I'm getting nervous now. And I look over and it's Kanye West, you feel me? And I'm like, oh, Kanye. Bro, that shit was so bananas, man. The energy in there was so crazy. Like from our team, the other team. And what was crazy about that too is we ended up playing that ball club that we played their junior team, right? They didn't want to, like, they had a team and they didn't want to play. But I got pretty cool with the guy who was the I call him like the GM of their team or whatever. He was telling me that, like, you know, they were on the fence about playing or whatnot, and then after the game, he was like, their A team was trying to suit up. You know what I'm saying? They like, get in the building, yo. We dropped the ball. Like, how do we get in the game? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the energy was that crazy. Then, like, if you watch that game on the broadcast. My man,
I watched that game. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember you on that microphone, bro.
Yeah, bro. I laughed at the game ended. I was like, "All right, man, take it over." Bam. He's still commentating for another 5 minutes. I'm over there getting my picture with Ye. You feel me? I went straight to the guard and had the head. Bro, what's up, my dude? And I was so sick because, like, the dude who's a photographer who traveled with us was on some bullshit, and he would not send me the picture. You feel me?
Oh wow!
And so I had to go to the live stream and like screenshot. And I was like, bro, because he, you know how it is, they take a ton of pictures. So I'm like in there, and when he posted it, he cropped me out of it, and I'm like,
wow.
Could you send me the original, bro? If you got one with me in there with the Ye thing, he would not do it, and that shit made me so upset. But then was even more upset is so Ye left the court and went to the locker room right away, and I thought he was just like getting out of Dodge. So I like just was on the court, like just talking to everybody because everybody on the court like, yo, Ye just was here.
Yeah,
Shit's bananas. And like 6 or 7 people just got their pictures with the dude in the back in the locker room.
in the locker room.
And I was like, damn, that's and my dog had his you know what I'm saying, the profile picture game was hot after that. Some of them dudes, everybody like, yo, it's Ye. And I'll tell the second half of the story is that what's so crazy is like that night, like just in Belgium. So folks, the arena was damn near packed. You feel me? But then there was also people who like semi wanted to come, but they was hating a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like we were out at this, you know what I'm saying? We would go out or whatnot, have some drinks or whatever. So you know, we just chipping and talking to folks, inviting them to the game, like, yo, come through, woo, woo, woo. And you know, exchange information with people, and they like, oh, we might do it. So then after that's over, everybody's phone getting blown up, you know, like where Ye with y'all is Ye. These the Belgian numbers is Ye. Like, is he at the hotel? Like, could we come by? You know what I'm saying? Our hotel is we get there and there's folks standing all outside the hotel with Ye, and I'm out here selling out. I'm like, yo, yeah, we gonna meet up with him right now. Y'all come with us.
Just selling their drink.
Yeah, bro. That shit was so crazy, man. Folks is, yeah, we'll hang out. I'm like, yeah, coming back through here. I'm texting it right now. That shit. Bro, that shit was hilarious, man.
Yo, what's up, Sports Inside? What's going on?
Sports Inside. What's up, man? You trying to hop on? What's up, man? Nah, that shit, man. That was one of the dopest times ever. And
yeah.
And that Belgium shit was crazy too, because there was one point where, and this is some of the like wild part of just being over there in Europe, like you think shit's safe and sweet. And like I remember like I was outside the hotel and one of the things I was trying to do is I talked to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So there was there's this chick who was there, and I was talking to her in the parking lot of the hotel. And some dude drives by in the car, stops his car in the middle of the street, and all I can hear is blah, 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 blah. And he's like throat slashing, cutting, blah, 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 birds, fingers, all of this stuff. And I'm like, yo, like who is that? You know what I'm saying? And she tried to make it seem like, because I'm thinking like, yo, that must be one of your dudes. Like he thinks something's going on that ain't even like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
She was trying to say like he ended up being some like he thought that I was African, and they don't like to see African like refugees talking to Belgian women. It was like one of those dudes or some shit. So I don't know. That was one of the craziest things ever. So I was like, yo, you gotta get away from around me before you end up.
Real quick, man. I know you got some crazy stories about that, man. It's crazy that you actually got to be around like that. And,
yeah.
Man, like I'm telling you, man, I was already watching on YouTube. And when I seen you announcing the game, because I seen you on YouTube, you was kind of talking about some stuff around it. And I seen you like start off the game at the JB. I'm like, damn, I'm so proud of this dude. Like I literally said that. I was like, man, I'm so proud of this dude, man. That was just with the JBA. And then when I found out they were doing a tour, and I was seeing that you were going, I was like, dang, man, my guy done got put on, man. I was happy for you, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I think that I said this on one of these that we talked before, like people don't realize like that was a dope ass time for multiple reasons. Because yes, that was like out of nowhere. It was like off of this YouTube shit, you know what I mean? And being consistent and kind of creating that content. But then it's also like I like always did film, you know what I'm saying? So going out there, hanging out, shooting, doing their social videos, I did a documentary that's on my channel where with Manny, the voice. It's just some like shit. Like literally, we was at not Long Beach, one of them beaches out in LA. We was over there. What is it's a famous beach. I can't remember.
Venice,
Not Venice. It's
Santa Monica.
not Santa Monica. It's dang, it'll that shit will it'll pop in my head in a little bit. But we were out there, Huntington Beach, HB, Huntington Beach.
Okay, yeah.
It's not like super one of the super duper ones, but it's a decent. And so I was out there vlogging a little bit so I could put some shit for the YouTube. And I remember these girls was like, "Look at him, he's vlogging. Oh my god!" And I was like, "We're not vlogging, we're shooting a documentary." And then so like right then I was like, "Yo, Manny, like we doing a documentary about you today." You know what I'm saying? Just because these girls are talking about me vlogging. So we shot this documentary, and which is crazy because you know what I'm saying, I got so much work off of doing that documentary just as like a filmmaker on some shit that I wasn't even, you know what I mean? So it's like for me, just being out there with them and having that opportunity shape my perspective in a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And so that shit was crazy. My son came over here for a second and he dipped. So that shit was crazy just from that perspective, man. But nah, man, it was surreal for me too, man.